do gate. You. Ooh, I don't have anywhere near that much. Nope. Alright, we're gonna let this run for a little bit. Completed my wood supply. My wood tokens. Alright, turn back on. We'll let this run for a bit, and then we'll turn our attention back to my passenger train that I need to go tune and check the other stuff. We didn't fill that train, so... Offloading. I think these northern stations are probably not having anything unloaded. So we get caught up on the backlog. Alright, let's leave these ones alone for a little bit. I haven't been paying attention either to, this stuff. Time to progress. Glad you took my comments seriously. Passengers are much happier, and now we can load and unload our goods much faster. But at least 3 station extensions. Give me my reward. Iron are very exciting. Foundries have government support. Perfect moment for a company to enter this market. Successfully negotiated financial support from the local authorities. Part of the contract, they want us to transport coal to 200 coal, no, 200 iron ore and 200 coal to any foundry. Well, we're doing that, so we're making progress now, so we'll have this one done pretty soon. Going postal, I haven't done the mail yet. We're going to go fix that now. And Steam Age, we need 100 iron tokens, which we will get over time. And we need to save up. I still do want to get at least one more train on that route. But for that, I'm going to need a lot more wood production. Alright, we'll let the trains run kind of in slow mode. Let's go look at our passenger route. What's going on? 750 people waiting. 159. So, do I have to be in range with my catchment to the post? I assume so, since we're not picking up any of this. Yeah, I don't see a way of doing that. They put the post office in the opposite corner of the town. I've already got the waiting room extension for the catchment area increase. These road stations? I guess we could look at the road stuff. Road. So, there already is a road. Although that part there is looking mighty funny. Undefined text. Very helpful. Looks more like a bus station. I could be able to set up transport of mail down to there. One-way roads, don't need that. So, we've got mail at the station. Assume I'm going to need a depot as well. Vehicles, the mail truck. Let's do a mail truck. Let's do 2 mail trucks. Alright, so we got 11 and 12 in the mail truck. I'm going to assume no orders are needed. Are they going to deliver to the station automatically? Let's find out. You going to do what you're supposed to do? Or are you going to get all confused after you pick up the mail? So he's fully loaded. Where is he going to go? I don't know what that means. Orders. Yep. Remove. Dump and turn around. Unload. Alright, so station here. Station here. Wait until fully loaded. Oops. On the wrong one. Hey there, Station 12. Go there. Unload. Go there. Wait until full. Nope, he didn't unload. Is this part of the same thing before where we have to let him do a full loop because he was partly out of here already? So we shall see. It's loading up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Off it goes. Hey, buddy. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. I wonder if the vehicles change when the time periods change. What are we in, like a Ford Edsel or something right now? No, we didn't drop off our mail again. Damn it. Is the other one? Nope, they're not dropping the mail off. Alright, so... Hold on a second. Vehicle 11. So here... Oh... I think I need to set up another station over here. Yeah. Well, I don't think I can go road to rail. I think I need to put another another depot over here. Road depot. Oh, our station, that is. House actually filling this square? I think it is. Wonder if he'll let me go through his yard. I don't think he's gonna. It kind of got me boxed in here. Let's try it anyway. Not enough space because of housing. Minus 664 bucks. I'm okay with it. You didn't actually do it? Well, that doesn't look good. What a mess. Am I allowed to bulldoze property? I am. See, it sure looks like I should be able to build there, but let's take that out just in case. Alright, so. We'll even let this go through. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. No, no, no. Let roads continue to go through. Alright, so that should be within the catchment. Easily. I didn't need to actually send it all that far. Alright, so let's look at this again. Alright, no orders, no orders. So you start here. go here. You, same thing. I'm going to see if they do it automatically before I do anything else. I don't know if they're going to consider that a complete delivery, or is it actually going to load it up? Nope, it didn't. My incoming train delivery. One more try. I think I have to tell it to dump. Nope, there it goes. Alright, good. Yay! Now, is the mail going to get caught by this? Not showing it. And the mail's disappeared. Well, where's the mail actually going then? It didn't offload any mail that time. Interesting. Was it passengers I delivered there? I can't be delivering passengers. I only have mail. The road station needs to be directly adjacent. Alright, we'll try that. Back to that mode. Come here, you. Goodbye. So let's put the road back in here. Put a station in here. There we go. The mail has arrived. Ah, they're loading it back on, I think. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, they loaded it right back on again. They offloaded it and then took it back in. Well, that's kind of funny. Huh. I don't know what to do about that. I guess. I mean, telling them to unload, they did unload. The problem is they then reloaded. Basically like they swapped their cargo. I don't know if an unload command at that station is going to prevent it from then also immediately reloading. We'll see. So, that one there. Go ahead and give the unload command. And we'll see what it does. See if it refrains from picking it back up again. We're going to find out. 8 out of 8. Slow things down so we can watch the the progression here. It's not showing mail show up in the train station again, though. Yeah, I'm not seeing mail. Well, it took off without any, but why am I not seeing the mail actually in the train station? Wow, am I confused. Can you just not do a truck to rail crossover? Maybe. There are no other post offices to go to, so it's possible that's what's happening. No other postal office opened up in those 4 cities. Which is a little weird. Alright. Well, this is serving no function. For now. Go to the depot, go to the depot. We'll play around with it again in a bit. Goodbye, you guys. Alright, let's check something else. So, we're massively stockpiling in London here. How do we have 800 in London, but only 169 in Hyderabad? And Hyderabad is larger than London. Oh, my catchment area. That's why. I've got most of the town in the catchment area here. This I built back here, so we're only missing the post office and a couple of small houses. That still seems like an awful big discrepancy between those. Is it because of the proximity? We're emptying out the others. We're just having a problem right here. It counted for quest? I guess it did. Alright. Still seems weird. So we finished our coal and iron. Like lucrative, it would be lucrative to get involved in the supply of iron ingots. I'm in contact with a foundry owner. We'll make an offer and see. I think this is another good opportunity to make some money. Sure. Deliver 100 units of iron into any tool works. Alright. Well, I understand what's going on here, I think, so... I don't want to put more cars on the trains just to satisfy the demand in one city. So, how are we doing up here? We still only have 20 of the iron coins because we're not delivering iron to a foundry. That's probably what's going on. So we got how many here? Oh, we maxed out the storage. Extensions, please. So... storage building. Iron ore hopper. Whoa, that's expensive. Storage building is also hugely expensive compared to what I'm making. I'm not bringing enough lumber tokens. Alright. So they want the iron to a toolworks. So we do have a toolworks right here. Iron's up there. Where else? Toolworks. I think that's the closest one. Toolworks. Yeah, alright, so that's the only reasonable final point. So, come out and around. This is going to be ugly. If I try to do another one of these, it's going to push it out to here. And I'm going to have to spend a lot of money taking down a whole lot of this. Oh yeah, plus that one. You know, the one I'm already connected to. The symbol got lost behind the sign there. That'd be a little easier. Do a second line here and then just do a quick connect up and down. Need to get the signaling right on this one side to prevent a crash. Alright, another bridge is going to be necessary. Let's try to flatten a section of this at least. Just going to come out of here, down. I'm not sure just how long I need to make this. Alright, so that long. Yeah, gotta start farther back up. Let's go there, and should have built the bridge first and then connected into it. Whoops. Yes. Alright, that'll work. Damn it. Open. That enough? That's enough. Cool. There's no AI in this. I don't think there's an AI period, so it's not that I'm picking to do the sandbox. I think that's the only choice. Alright, so here I need an in-out. If it's occupied, this will not allow the train in. Vice versa, so the train will hang up back here. Hopefully we don't get too many problems here. Alright, two-way. That should work. Just need to get a train on that line. Which we can do from here if I'm careful. But that train will need maintenance eventually, so... It can't get to this depot without traversing the whole route. I don't want that. I don't have a depot over there for it either. Alright, we're gonna have to give it its own depot. Love those weird crossovers. Yeah, that'll work. I'm not sure what would be most efficient here. Maybe we'll go with the Prussian because it just costs cash. Yeah, we'll go with the Prussian. And this is, we're just doing iron. Four versus 6. Oh. We'll do 3, see if that keeps up. And we better give it orders. From here, I have to go here first regardless. Yeah, the challenge isn't in competing against AI. It's the world conditions that you set and the scenarios and goals and such that are set. You can make the world a lot harsher than this with harder to reach resources, and you have to figure out how to... What? What was that all about? Why did you go in there? I think he went in there. Put up another signal. Hope this is long enough. Alright, little train. Alright, what is... At the end of the line here, it says... like a clipboard with 3. And then the unload command. Or the load command, not the unload command. That... telling me there's like 3 full turns of materials there? I'm not sure what that's telling me. I can only carry 12, so it's way more than 3. Showing the orders the currently selected train has? Huh. We're gonna need more. We're gonna need more cars. I'm a little worried it's gonna get caught. Nah, you can't post links. Bot won't let you. Are we finally making tokens? We're finally making tokens. No, we're not making tokens. Yep, there we go. Alright, so I do see it changes depending on what train I've got selected. The number of orders per selected train. There's a lot of materials flowing in there. So these are nice for exactly that reason. One line taken up by an outbound or train on another route, he just switches tracks and hits the other one. They can use either or as appropriate. How are we doing on material stockpile here? 193, 148. Train on the way. I think we're still short on being able to haul everything. How long are my trains? I think I could fit one more car on. Where's the other train? One more car. I'd have to put a different type on each train if I keep it with 2 trains. I think I'd be more inclined, probably, given the stockpiles I'm seeing, to get another train on the line. Yeah, we're maxing out. We're not even coming close to using the resources, so I need more trains over here. Yeah, I had somebody explain what the icons mean. So it's an additive process. This isn't a good one to look at. I'm trying to remember which ones I was looking at now. Yeah, these. So it's added above and beyond. So this would be 1, this would be 2, and this is the ticks that it takes time-wise. The more separations in the arrow are the time. So this is only like 1 tick versus 2 ticks. But it's added onto the existing rate. So that's the current rate, 3 to 2. That would make it, what, 4 to 3? But that extra would be a little bit different, so... I got the idea on that now. So it's not showing the final result, it's showing what it's going to add to the output, or the cost. Alright, I think another train needs to be done. I didn't have enough wood earlier to duplicate another train on my metal run here. I really need to stop hitting spacebar to try to start and stop time. So, instead of messing with those, we're just going to go here, duplicate train, that one, okay, start. Now we got these 2 trains filling that station. That train should stop there until that one gets out. Yeah, no conflict there. Alright, what I need to do is up my timber production. That's where I'm really hurting, I think. So let's look at some expansions. So you can expand the resource and the station. The resource... Tree nursery is going to give us increased output. Yeah, that sounds good. Lumberjacks storage. Don't want to do that one. Can do clearing. Let's hold off on using my precious iron tokens for the moment. Got that down here we could hook up into our line as well. Yeah, let's get things moving again. Yeah, identifying efficiency bottlenecks and what upgrades to do, that's going to take some... Once I get past the what does this button do stage, we'll be able to get into more of that. How we doing now? Cool. We're starting to see a depletion in the massive stockpile. Oh, look at that. Look at that fancy thing. Now he can still get out of there. Oh, yeah. I might put a little bit of a pause on that follow train once he gets out of the other train's way. Hey, you. Erg, stop doing that. Hold in place for a second. Let's just get a little more separation. Go. So, 20 at a time on a short trip. I think we're still hitting the max. Yeah, we're still hitting the max. So, let's extend. Man, I need to get a lot more lumber going on. These extensions are going to chew into my lumber supply. Alright, so that's a lesson learned. So in the future, given how much resources these various things are requiring, finding good good resource conjunctions, so forest and a lumber mill near each other, get a quick train running on those just to process lumber tokens, just so you have them available for for expansions and such. Actually, it's the toolworks that make the tokens, not the lumber mills. Lumber mills just make the logs. All right, so we got to get to the toolworks for the tokens for all of those. Okay. So, that's the one I need to increase my output on. We're not stockpiling. I think I'm going to try to hook lumber into this line right here. I don't have the double line like I set up over here, so it's... I don't want to just make... I don't know what the limit is on how many stations you can have conjoined. Alternatively, got lumber here. How's this train doing? Oh, we're maxed out on lumber over here. Or logs, I mean. Alright. I think that's the only thing you're doing. Yeah. Alright, we need to maximize that spot right there. Yeah, let me fix my lumber real quick and then we'll... So what's the best way to do this? We're at 4.52. But I could add more... At least 2 more, which would help. The porter. Alright. As soon as you're done there, you're heading to the depot. Off to the depot with you. Foundry needs more coal in relation to iron ore. Probably true. Right now I just want to focus on one thing at a time to make sure I start getting into the flow of things. Alright, train 2's at the depot. Stop for a second. What do we got? Voyagers. Is there a larger capacity? That's the Steudinger. My only log transport. Alright. That's 0.68. So we can get 2 more. That keeps us below the 6. Alright, let's start out with that. See how much that helps us. That's 49 at a time. That's a quarter of the capacity loaded in at once. So is our forest just hyper-productive? Or is the train just too damn slow? Given the length of time that's going to take, it's going to be refilled before he gets back. So we're still not going to be able to pull the full capacity out of there, it looks like. We're having problems here too. But again, so is the freight station capacity plus 50%? Is that different than this capacity? I mean, waiting room versus freight. Basic freight handling. Freight's got to be all these other materials. Well, we're gonna find out. Let's build this. Oh, put it right there. So it went from 200 to 300, so we gained the 50%. And then that's going to be, instead of a percentage, a flat upgrade. Alright. Got it. So we're still bringing in way more coal than we're able to use currently. So... or at least to transport. I'm only bringing 12 out of here. Oh, this is terrible. Yeah, I guess it's only terrible in relation to the coal. Yeah, I gotta look at this again. I think that's all way out of whack. Yeah, we're still not even coming close to pulling all the wood out of there with this one train. Stockpiling more is not really a help. I could try to put a few cross sections in here and put true trains on this route. I'm just scared of doing it. So, steam age. As soon as I get some more lumber, we could cross into the next age. I don't know if I'm excited to do that. Gonna add even more things to the mix for me to pay attention to. I'm still struggling to get all this stuff figured out. That's pretty cool. Must be harvest time. That looks neat. Looks pretty neat the way he's got that represented. Hey, look at that. Fortunately, it'll probably be full by the time we get back again. I wonder if a stronger engine on this would help. So right now we've got the Porter. Let's try that. Let's head back to the depot and compare some engine information. Maybe we can swap the engine out. Simplify this. I think I need to add a few more cars to this train too. Full cars. Alright, so we've got in there the Porter. I don't know the game well enough yet to really read what would be beneficial. I mean, I don't have any inclines to worry about, but is a horsepower increase without worrying about inclines really worth it? The Prussian T3, it actually saves quite a bit of length. A much shorter train, slower, almost the same horsepower. I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference. Alright, get back to work. Hitting the max on coal again. Either has real. My trains are on top of each other. Hey you, stop there for a second. Need to put some space between you. We hit 1,000, huh? I love it. It's the same size city, but there's almost no people. Is it a catchment problem again? Cancel that. Yeah, it's a catchment problem. Alright. So you, extension, waiting room. Excuse me? Do I already have a waiting room? No. Not sure why it didn't show it earlier. That's the main difference. These had the waiting rooms. Alright, so, whoops. Alright, now you get to stop while you get to run. Screwed up. Forgot to, release the other train. This guy caught up to him, lapped him. Alright, we'll let that run for a bit. How we doing here? Hey, look at that. We got the numbers down finally. We're running partially full. Oh, we just managed to fill, but that means this one's gonna have... looks like we'll be okay. Oh, yeah, 200. 200. We're not even touching the capacity of the northern ones. So, that means more trains. That's what that means. Depot. Copy train. You. Sure. Let's see. Oh. Uh-oh. I'm going to be producing even more, and I'm not delivering it enough. Yeah, I have a terrible idea of the balance I need to maintain here. I'm underproducing on one side of the equation. I'm overproducing on another. I've got stuff stockpiled all over the place because I'm not pulling it out in the right volumes. It's terrible. I am a terrible train man. I don't feel too bad, though. I'm still getting the interface and the commands and everything figured out. Tuning and efficiency will come later. I am just so reliant on these lumber tokens. I have learned the lesson that I need to make sure I prioritize lumber tokens. You need so many of them to get a bunch of the upgrades done. And again, I'm out of lumber tokens. The hell? There's only going to be one train on this route, so this is all superfluous. So many unnecessary depots. Let's try a Prussian. Wagons. We have one wood hauler. 90, yep, that's going to put it over. I can't do that many. Or more than that, that is. I just think this is way overkill. Maybe not. Alright, looks like we're still not keeping up with it, so... Yay! This one... Let's see what happens when I click this button. What kind of wreck are we gonna cause? Alright, we're at 489 seconds. It's gotta be the Talbot. I can't afford the wood on the lids. 0.39 each, so 1, 2, and that's all we can afford. I'm trying to up my lumber production, but I think I'm going to... sell that. One of those. Whoops. Oh, crap. What did I just buy? Oh, I bought the lens. That's fine. Can you get back out of here without causing a wreck? Cool. It's that kind of thing I need to work more on as well, where I have a depot that I can still access without wrecking my other trains, so I don't have depots all over the damn place. Surviving Mars, I'm aware of it. I have not yet played it. I'm more interested, I think, in Per Aspera than I am Surviving Mars. Yeah, look at that. We're still just staying ahead of it, so that is good. So, too much. Wait, why do we have so much metal? How do we have full metal and not enough coal? 36 and 27. Well, it's out of whack. 36 and 27. That's why. We are out of balance. Didn't realize that the cars were holding different amounts. Hey you, go to the depot. And look at this info.